This is Arthur F. Carmazzi, and I am here to tell you what is DC360. But first, let me ask you a question. If you're here, chances are you are looking into developing your people and developing your organization. Well, if that's the case, you've probably also had some problems. You've probably had some problems with scheduling your people. You've probably had some difficulties getting senior management who claim they don't need training to participate in further development. You may have also had some difficulties in getting everybody on the same page simply because you just got so many people and they're all working on different stuff, and they just can't really match all the different kinds of training you're going through. And of course, you've got the time issue. Well, you're going to send somebody for a one-day training. Well, how good is that going to be if it's just one day? Is it connected to anything? How does it really solve the problem of creating an organizational development plan or succession planning? Now, you've probably done training needs analysis. Well, okay, what does that tell you? It basically says, well, this person needs to be trained in this person needs to be trained in that. But does it help you to achieve your overall organizational development objective? Well, the reason that I am telling you these things, asking you these questions, is because in our experience, we have found that these are some of the major difficulties and challenges that a lot of organizations have. So we've spent the last year coming up with a solution, and that solution is DC360. So, what is DC360? Well, first of all, it is 5 platforms that are interrelated in order to achieve organizational development through training and people development. Now, it's not some kind of thing where you just kind of throw some people over there or throw some people over there and they get trained in this and trained in that. It is about literally getting everybody on the same page. And there are supporting factors. Well, because, training by itself is just not enough. You gotta get ROI, right? I mean, you gotta really see the results. You gotta see the difference. Otherwise, there's no point. You're just wasting money. So, first step is to identify. Well, you gotta find out who your people are. So, number 1, you gotta understand your people. So we have developed a variety of psychometric tools, and these psychometric tools, including the CDCI, the HDMA, the Corporate Culture Evolution Evaluation. All of these are designed specifically to identify people, how they interact with each other, how they're going to react to each other, how your organization in its entirety is going to be affected by these people, by the dynamics of the people in the group, okay? Now, we also have, if you'll look over here, we've got the basic 2-day training programs, 1-day training programs. Absolutely, you need those sometimes. We've got the modular, or what we call core method programs. Okay, now, what is a core method program? Well, first of all, you got to get people on the same page, right? So what a core method program does is it's got one core component. In this particular case, directive communication psychology. And with directive communication psychology, you actually have application modules where you can get leadership, you can get project management, you can get customer service, you can get sales. All of these are connected to this specific core module. And what this core module does is it gives the platform so that these application modules, you don't have to spend 2 days. You can spend a half day and get a 2-day yield. Why? Because they all work on they all use the same foundation. Now, why is that important? Well, number 1, the same foundation, what it does is it gives you the reinforcement of understanding how that foundation works within the entire organization. Additionally, it gives you a platform to reinforce the learning. Everything that they've learned, well, people go to training, right? And then what happens? They forget. They put this stuff, it's like, yeah, I remember some stuff that I learned, but where did it go? Okay, so you need to reinforce it. Every time you do a half-day application module, it gets reinforced. And, so the applications, everything, again, it's all geared towards getting people on the same page. Well, what else do you have? Well, we've got the online training. So online training over here, what that does is it basically gives you the flexibility. Not everybody's going to be able to go through all the types of training, right? So you've got the online training component, which is going to help you to reach a greater audience. But you still need to have your people competent in being able to deliver and, for that matter, augment the online training. So what do we got? We've got the Bali boot camps. These are special retreats designed to infuse your people with the knowledge to use the online training, the half-day platforms, the core module in order to better consult with your organization and make sure that all of your people can use each of these different modules. Now, on top of that, of course, everything has leadership integration. Why? Because you can do something on customer service, but if it's only one guy that's understanding what's going on and they don't share it with other people, they don't develop other people in that area, you are wasting resources. So everything has got the leadership integration module in it. Now I can talk about all the other stuff. Of course, we've got the multimedia backup. We've got, the assessment so that you can measure what's going on, and we've got the constant assessment. And the thing is that DC360 is not a one thing. It's not like you just go to a DC360 course and you're there. DC360 is a plan for your organization that will take you from step one all the way to your end objective. The organizational development that you want. It can be done in a 3-month program. It can be done in a 1-year program. We can even design special programs all the way up to 5 years to make sure that you achieve your organizational development with the resources that you have. So give us a call and we will set up a specific program designed just for you. Now, if you look down here, okay, you've got the little DC360 thing that's there. And what it does is, when you run your mouse over it, it's going to give you all these little things. You can actually go through and you can click on all these different things and you can select them. And then you can send that thing. You just push the little submit button and you send that to us with your name and email address. And we're going to put a special proposal just for you. So, DC360. It's not training. It is organizational development through developing your people. Try it today. This is Arthur F. Carmazzi wishing you great success.